everything's all prepared for the LadPad Awards. Is there anything that we can expect in terms of surprises for tonight's show?
Yeah, I'm sure there will be some surprise. I haven't planned it out, but James Proctor, the event planner, I'm sure he's got some surprise up his sleeve. He looks very excited.
I'm not all pampered up, so I apologise. Not a problem. So, you're looking forward to tonight's awards?
I am, yeah. Obviously, it's all guesswork. We've been trying to guess who's going to win what, and it's all going to be good fun. I think. Good laugh.
Obviously, this is the second annual one, following on from last year's success. Is it going to be bigger, better? Anything we can expect?
Yeah, by every means. Yeah. Last year there was contact with the camera, so hopefully this year we'll sort it out so people can watch it back. So it is going to be filmed at the live event. And yeah, I think it's going to be bigger now. We've got the amplifier.
And big moment, your speech. How's that coming along?
Well, it's here in my hand here. It's still being worked on, but you know.
Can we get a sample? Can we get a taster?
I'm afraid we can't. We don't want to give any of that away.
I mean, all the fans have been, waiting. I mean, especially last year's speech when you made, raised a few eyebrows.
The added pressure's not. It's hindered a little bit. It's hindered my ability to write a little bit. I've sort of gone on the.
Any particular topics that you to
FLOB.
speak? FLOB is more mainly focused on FLOB this year.
No spoilers.
Well, you'll be keeping the fans on the toes then by the sounds of it.
That's what I'm doing.
So, Oaks, you're looking forward to tonight's awards?
Yes, I think it should be very entertaining, and it should help that team chemistry that I was talking about yesterday, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the annual LadPad Awards 2014, hosted by your guests this evening, Declan Connolly and James Proctor.
Hello and welcome to the second annual LadPad Awards 2014.
Nice to see you!
Right, we've all gathered here today to honour our 3 glorious years at university, in which we have all consumed vast amounts of alcohol and spent many hours nursing hangovers, but complaining. We've all been voting in our numbers for who we want to win the most prestigious awards in the history of Leeds Trinity University. Please remember, all awards are presented in aid of banter.
So without further ado, let's get started. We thought we'd start with the award currently held by Chris Beckwith, the most whipped of the year.
There's been several nominations for this award, including current holder Chris Beckwith, who one votee says spends every minute with Nat.
Jamie was also voted who was described as moving too quickly by going to Amsterdam. Ha! Gay! James Proctor was also voted for, as one votee said he cares for Charlotte more than he lets on.
But the winner of the most whipped 2014 is Sam Measham.
Stop it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking whipped me. But to take this award from such great nominees like Chris, I know you spent a lot of time with Nat to get this award. Pro, I know you've done a lot of loving. And Jamie, I'm so proud you finally settled that up. But to take this award from such great nominees, it really is an honour. I thank you all, and this is going straight up on my wall. I love you, Mum and Dad!
Up next for contention is the Pisshead of the Year award,
which is currently held by Jamie Hilton.
The nominees for this award are Abby White for her birthday night antics when she was fired and lifted out of mission. We all remember that.
Charlotte Gregg, who has been taken home before 12 on multiple occasions, and one voter said she shouldn't even be allowed out of her own house.
Andy Banks, who one votee stated that they've never seen anybody handle their drink as badly as Andy, and he should be referred to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Current winner Jamie Hilton was also voted, and one votee said he's always in need of a pint and doesn't know his own limits.
And Jake Hobson.
But the winner of the Pisshead of the Year is
Charlotte Gregg and Jamie Hilton.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. 2 years in a row. You speak first.
I would like to thank everyone that looked after me on the nights that I had to take a 24 to 12 o'clock. Yeah, it was an experience. Just shows you who your friends are, really, doesn't it? Thanks, guys.
Okay, then, I'd like to say thanks for the recognition again. I mean, winning this 2 years in a row isn't easy. I've had to keep the hard work up, drinking those pints. But once again, thanks for recognition. I'll keep drinking those pints. Thank you.
Well said, guys.
Right, moving on sharply. It's time for one of our own to raise a toast to the memorable moments of the last 365 days. So would you please put your hands together for the first guest speaker, Andy Banks.
Right. Thank you for bringing it up first. I think my speech is quite apt for being first. I think it concerns all of you in this room. And I'm going to dedicate this speech to FLOB and the impact that all of you have had on my life. So I'm going to start with Mish, who has taught me never to give up on anything and to never take anything for granted, even though the goal is there and it's open and it's wide. You never know how far away you are, and at times when you feel down, you've shown determination and finally you get that goal. that you crave. So thank you, Sam. And this is to Chris, who has taught me that absolute stability in life is sometimes very, very useful, i.e. standing still throughout a game yet still sometimes scoring a hat-trick, which I think is a very important life lesson. And this is to Umpy, who has made me aware that being Mr. Nice Guy and keeping things very, very simple definitely has its benefits throughout life. And if at first you don't succeed, you try and try again, and that's in relation to his long pursuit of our dear Amy, the cuties. And this one is for Jake, who has taught me that slow and steady, and I mean slow and steady, like running through treacle, can, in the long run, come out best in life. As evident in yesterday's game, I thought you played well, and obviously the performance for FLOB. And we won as FLOB, so I think as a team, we deserve the win. Unlike Jamie, who prefers the more gung-ho approach, which has led me to believe that no matter how close you are to your goal in life, you should still put everything, I mean everything, you have behind that shot. No matter how close you are to the goal, or how weak and small and, should we say, scared the opposition keeper, or sometimes our own keeper in training is. Thank you for that, Jamie. This is to Pro, who has taught me that responsibility in life is one of the more demanding things. Not just the responsibility of organising games or events like this or quizzes, but most importantly, like one's welfare. And more specifically, one's head. Numerous bangs and one cone to the head has made me look at life as a world of surprise and danger. But in the end, laughing it all off is the best medicine. And this is to Deck, who has taught me that partnerships and friendships go hand in hand in life. And ever since our first radio class together at 9 AM after a long night at Warehouse, who would have thought we'd go on to forge a distinctive partnership up front for FLOB. And I, for one, I think everyone else misses you at six-a-side.
I'll miss it.
And this is to the girls who have shown me that, and I'm pretty sure everyone else, all of us, that support in life is what's needed most. When heads are down and things aren't going our way, you're always there to support us. And so we all thank you for that. So here's to FLOB for the 3 years.
Cheers.
To FLOB.
FLOB.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, Andy, for that very deep, insightful speech. But next up's the award for the Bantersaurus of the Year. The nominations are as follows:
James Umplebit,
Chris Beckwith,
Jamie Hillsden,
Sam Measham.
and a surprise nomination for Ashley Redville. Who when the voter stated, without her in the house, it wouldn't be the same, and he's left a lasting legacy amongst the LadPad.
But the winner of Bantersaurus of the Year, who is said to take the piss out of literally everything and lives to Morgoth Nobbo, is Sam Measham.
Two years in a row. Bantersaurus of the Year. Yeah. Thank you so much for this. I don't really know what to say. So. Yeah. I'm sorry I can't go. But yeah, thank you, Jake, for being my victim all year round.
My pleasure.
Deck and Pro for being my inspiration. Jamie for just being a pisshead on nights out and giving me something to joke about when I'm hungover. And Chris just for being worse at banter than me. This one's for you.
Next up is the award for Most Likely to be Prime Minister. The nominations include Jake Hobson, who can talk the back legs off a donkey, and occasionally dresses like a teacher.
Oh yeah. Amy Watson, who's described as always up for a debate.
And Jamie Hillsden, because apparently he has a suit.
Andy Banks, for no particular reason.
And James Umplebit, who apparently will take his extensive football knowledge into politics and pump all of the UK's money into ensuring England host and win the World Cup. But the winner, the most likely to be Prime Minister 2014, is Jake Hobson.
Hey, pal!
Well, what can I say? I definitely weren't expecting that. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to say that all you guys look absolutely fantastic. And most importantly, cheers. Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you very much for the votes. So thank you very much. Cheers.
Moving on to the most menstrual person of the year.
This was a tightly contested award, with nominations including Andy Banks for spending several hours upstairs.
Jake Hobson, who has the mood swings of a cranky old woman and always snaps at his banner.
And Chris Beckwith for the reaction to his April Fools and putting all the effort into writing a letter of complaint to the whole house. He was also described as having a bad attitude who drove off once, leaving the rest of the FLOB squad stranded.
And the winner of the most menstrual of the year is Chris Beckwith.
Most menstrual of the year.
Fuck you all!
The next award is dedicated to the Flobian of the year.
The nominees include James Proctor, who wears his shirt on his sleeves, and that's heart in his sleeve. Making me look bad. Making me look like a retard. Heart on his sleeve, and always make sure FLOB games go ahead.
Jake Hobson, who was so desperate to play for FLOB, he even set up his own website.
Sam Measham, this is one of my favourites, for eventually scoring.
Always a one. And Charlotte Gregg, who has attended more games than most of the players.
And the winner is Charlotte Gregg.
Not being biased, but I thought this was the best award to get, so I'm quite happy. I've loved watching you guys for the past 2 years play FLOB in every single kind of weather imaginable. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to miss it next year a lot. I don't want to do Wednesdays now, but thank you.
Next, we'd like to welcome up one of our audience again. So, could you please welcome to the stage the most mentioned of the year, Chris Beckwith.
That's fine, embrace it. Anyway, it's just going to come from my heart.
I like that a lot.
The last 3 years have been amazing, eventful, and you're just all wonderful people. Every single one of you. When it comes to moving out there will probably be a few tears shed. It will be an emotional day, and I really don't know what I'd do without you guys in my life right now. All you guys,
I know you cry.
thank you very much for making it wonderful.
Another deep speech. And up next is the award produced to the Grafter of the Year.
The Grafter of the Year is awarded to the person who tries his or hers hardest to get into the pants of another certain individual.
The nominees include, well, in fact, there's no nominations, as the winner was voted by every other member of the audience other than themselves.
They were described as speaking to every girl they see and also loves a good whale.
Their love life was stated as meet girl,
Stalk girl,
annoy girl,
be ignored by girl.
then repeat with 2 girls 4 months later.
Answer this. One votee said they accidentally left their contents at their love of their lives in an excuse to graft and possibly meet them for a drink.
We've all heard the story before.
But the winner of the Grafter of the Year 2014, who is always trying, but quite frankly never succeeding, is Jake the Snake Hobson.
Again, I weren't quite expecting that. And to just clear up the matter, well, genuinely it wasn't. To clear up, I did genuinely accidentally leave my chain.
Bullshit!
Honest truth. Don't believe that, then, well, there's nothing more. It is true. I do try my hardest, and I'm still looking for that love of my life.
Oh, good.
And
Well up now.
What you found?
Can I take back my high gay from before and use it now?
go ahead. But I'm still searching, and if there's anybody out there who is willing to get in touch with me, then please take this opportunity and follow me on Twitter. And
That's a Ludo, that.
but thank you anyway for Grafter. Yeah, appreciate it.
Next up to the stage, she gives an insight to their time of the last 12 months, is Charlotte Gray.
Yeah, I met you guys end of second year, the first year even. Yeah, end of first year. And ever since then, my university life's been so much better because of it. It's a bit deep, sorry guys. I'm really going to miss you all next year. I know some of you want to stay in Leeds, but I know a lot of you will go home. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to... Yeah, I'm just going to miss you all a lot. You're just... I don't know, you're back to each other, I'm sorry. I don't want to cry, but... I love you all so much.
Moving on to the Graduate of the Year.
This award is presented to the individual most committed to the fulfilment of their degree.
The nominations include Jamie Hillsden,
Andy Banks
James Umpleby,
and Sam Measham.
one votee stated that the winner has done so much for his degree and spent countless hours in the library. So the winner of the Graduate of the Year, after many all-nighters in the library, is Sam Measham.
Thank you. I have tried really hard for my degree, so hopefully I won't fail or get a third, because that'd be really embarrassing right now. Hopefully I've proved to you all that it's not just a Mickey Mouse degree, and it's more important than sport or sports journalism or early learning. But you know what? Whatever your shit degrees do, yeah. But yeah, it's pretty much just pushing a button, so it's pretty easy. So thank you.
Next to the stage, we'd like to welcome a member of the group whose company has been truly welcomed after a year of slight absence. So can you please welcome to the stage James Umpleby.
Love to see so many smiling faces tonight. I'll keep it short because I don't want to bore the arse off you. It's an honour to be here at this prestigious event, which, as you said, I missed last year through a bit of absence. It's been another memorable year. From Freshers Week to FLOB socials, everyone's had a story or two to tell, which I'm sure the moment of the year will highlight the best one. Personal favourites include the day out to Halifax, football, booze, clubbing, what more do you need? FLOB social, which, to be honest, I'm quite pleased I could remember, because if I'd have done all those drinks for Catch the Bus, then I wouldn't have even made it out. And the Otley Run from the other week, because Dennis the Menace over there, what a twat. And as you can see from the awards and the ones to come, everyone's made the mark on the year. Plenty of stories to tell, but there's more to come, hopefully. Holiday in a couple of weeks. Hopefully we all stay in touch, because, and if you're still up for Euro 2016, like I said, you're more than welcome to come with me, or else I'll be a lonely, sad little fucker. And just to finish off, I just want to say that you've all made it, you've all helped to make it the best 3 years of my life, so I love you all, and thanks for a great 3 years.
Now we move on to the most vain of the year.
After the year that selfie was added to the dictionary, we thought this category was necessary, as you can't walk anywhere without witnessing a shameless selfie these days.
The nominees include Jamie, who's always the last one to be ready for a night out.
Jake Hobson, who's been caught taking the odd selfie.
James Proctor, who spends endless hours on his hair every morning, even before a football match. And to be fair though, look at this, right? He spent hours on it, he's still got a little quiff.
Chris Beckwith, for styling his hair in his rear view mirror every time he steps foot into his car. Cringe. One votee also referred to him as Zlatan's love child.
Last but not least is Andy Banks, who takes a selfie too good for his own sexuality. But the winner, with his pout down to a T, is Andy Banks.
Let me do something.
So, I sort of knew I was going to win this award, so I sort of had a speech ready. Oh, it's just a mirror. Thank you.
What a twat. Once again, it's that time for one of the lovely members of the audience to come forward. Please welcome to the stage, newbie of the group, Jake Hobson.
Thank you. Again, I'd like to start off by just saying it's been a wonderful year getting to know all you guys, and I really wish I got to know a lot of you from the first time I first stepped into Leeds Trinity University. But I'm glad that I took the opportunity to get to know you all better this year, and I will remember it for the rest of my life. First of all, I mean, I don't want to try and drag it on, but I'll try and get through my speech as quick as I can. But it's been a year that I'll never forget, and there will be memories that I'll cherish for the rest of my life. There's been plenty of brilliant nights out, chanting the football songs down to Control, and saying how the Pope said fuck off. That was a memorable night. Day out in Halifax. I mean, the football match had everything you could possibly imagine. The night out was fantastic. I spent more money than what I actually intended to spend, as is every other night. And then also waking up in the kitchen table here at 44 Langdale Terrace, which was quite comfy in the end. And I've also slept on that sofa, and that floor, and Andy and Chris's bed as well. So yeah, I've got around a bit. It's been Andy's sofa and Jamie's sofa as well. Who could forget? It's been a tough year at times for us all, on and off the field. There's been countless hours filing for deadlines, especially me because I'm very unorganised. Long nights in the library, again me because I'm very unorganised. Bitch fights after matches, not naming any particular names. Inner anger's been revealed via means of punching out a Paul innocent bedroom wall.
Oh.
Again, not naming any names. Pulling a heifer. Injuries making their way through the squad in all capacities imaginable, but we are FLOB, and we always turn things around in the end. I'm grateful for being allowed to be making my debut this season. Standing on the sidelines watching you guys was very difficult, as being a fan of FLOB wasn't enough for me. I wanted to contribute more towards the team. I quickly learned that I'm shit at football, and the only contribution I seem to make is to the opposition. But I enjoy playing football, and that's all that matters. And it's never nice not to win or get the result that you wanted, but we are FLOB and we always move on to the next match. There's been a lot of random discussions within the sacred four walls of the LadPad, including how much would be exchanged for the services of one Jess King. And that's about it, really. I'll be honest, although I've known most of you guys briefly for the first 2 years, I really wish I got to know you properly a lot earlier. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to go on about indented tits, won't mention any more about that, and so on and so forth, but you guys are great, I'll explain later. Not just for having a laugh, not just for having drinks with you, not just for going out and making the most of a boring day, but for being great friends. I'm glad I made that random call to Jamie early in September, but opened the door to making the year fantastic. I will be honest with you now, I actually nearly quit because of the incidents that happened previous to that call, but I stuck it out and I'm glad I did.
So I saved you.
So we've got you to blame.
I'll wrap it up now. I know you're getting bored of me talking and whining on me in my monotone voice. I know I'm not perfect, and I know some comments have been in aid of banter, which I take to heart, but that's just the way I am. I try not to take them seriously, but if that's bothered you in the past, then I do apologise here and now. In the end, I'd like to dedicate this to everyone, not just because you're great, not just because you're all funny in your own way, not just because you're all a bunch of ugly cunts, and not just because we all want, not just because we all want a bit of Jess King, but it's because you have all made my year. So, thank you. Yeah!
I think someone's got a thing for Jess King.
Thank you very much, Jake. Up next is a Gambler of the Year award.
The nominees are Sam Measham for his Healthy Sky Bet account, which he's rather smug about at the expense of others.
Jamie Hilsden, who won voting, says, throws the green around like he's Bill fucking Gates.
James Crops for betting on anything and everything.
Andy Banks for having various different betting accounts.
But the winner of Gamble of the Year is Jamie Hilsden.
I don't know what to say. I'm just the best gambler, I know, so probably rightly so. I win this award. If you want any tips or anything, I'm always upstairs in my room. So thanks a lot. Cheers.
Moving on to the Housewife of the Year.
James Props received a nomination, as if there was washing up to be done, the whole fucking street would hear about it.
James Humphrey also received a nomination, and I quote the votee said, "He is only slightly less whipped than Jamie."
Bit of a big statement. Next is Charlotte Vincent for always having a story about cleaning, and she doesn't even live here.
Charlotte Gregg, and a surprise nomination for Eve, for her part in Tampon Gate, which I won't express any further.
But the winner of House of the Year goes to Charlotte Vincent.
I don't really know what to say, but I've only done his washing once or twice. And when I do, I get in trouble, so that's all there needs to be said.
Next up, we've got another heartfelt speech. Let's hope it's not as deep as the others. Next up, please put your hands together for Jamie Hill.
Alright then. I haven't prepared anything, and I'm quite glad I've been a bit put on later on because I actually can't remember much of the year because I'm such a fucking pisshead. So you've actually all reminded me of what such a good year it is. Yeah, I can't actually remember. This is going to be totally the opposite of Jake's speech, not emotional one bit. It's not going to be very lengthy because I just want to get to the grab ball and let's get a drink. So because Jake's speech went on so long, I'm just going to cut it short and say, I've had a great year, thank you very much, and see you later. Let's get to fucking going.
Now, moving on to the award for the person who is most likely to be famous.
The nominees include Chris Beckwith, who will be a famous convicted pedo.
James Umpleby for being a mass of James Umpleby for being a football mastermind, eventually turned into an egghead.
Sam Measham, who wouldn't look out of place at the BAFTAs or on the credits for a blockbuster film.
Jamie Hillsden for being a famous news presenter.
Charlotte Vincent for the murder of Jake Hobson.
And Jake Hobson himself for being a serial rapist nicknamed Dennis the Raping Menace.
Where have you got that from?
I think we can all guess who the award's going to. It's Jake Hobson again.
Thank you very much for the nominees. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. I'm not too sure I follow the role of being Dennis the Menace, but yeah.
Raping Menace.
Yeah, Raping Menace. Sorry, I ain't got the wig anymore. I've lost that as well. But yeah, thank you very much for the nominees anyway. Appreciate it.
Next up, we got Wind-Up Merchant of the Year. It was tightly contested between two people.
These were Sam Measham for always mugging off Jake.
And my friend over here, James Procton, for loving to wind up Jake. There's a bit of a theme going on, isn't there? Just winding up Jake.
That's why it's called victim.
Yeah. As you can see, there's a common theme, but the winner is James Proctor.
Yeah, it makes a difference from last year when I won in front of the year.
Still a comment.
Yeah.
But I'd like to dedicate this to Jake.
Oh.
Because without you being a victim in my life, I don't think I'd have won this.
Oh.
Every time I want to take the piss out of someone, you're always there. So this one goes out to you.
I'm touched.
Thank you. Anyway, moving on to the big, massive, huge award of the year. Currently held by myself. Cunt of the year.
within our group, we like to use the word cunt a lot, and we use it like it's going out of fashion.
It's basically lost its meaning. But with the winner of the following award having to wear Crocs, yes, Crocs, on a night out, there is a lot on the line.
Firstly, we have a surprise nominee, Eve, who we all know and love, for always leaving the door open, followed by Jake Hobson for never leaving people alone, apparently.
Chris Beckwith also received a vote for not handling his April Fools very well and refusing to go in goal on several occasions.
And last but not least, we have current holder again, James Proctor, who was just described as a cunt and a twat, and when you got on the wrong side of him.
But the winner of the cunt of the year 2014 is
Chris Beckwith.
Alright, thanks. Alright. Bit of a shock, but I don't take myself as a cunt, more of a dick, but I will continue not to go in goal, and I'll pretty much still be a cunt. Cheers, guys.
Of course, we are here today to celebrate the nights out and moments within the last year. So here we go with the best night/moment of the year, and there's many to choose from.
First mentioned was Oceana when Jake Hobson pulled the whale.
Next,
no
Next was the big moment we all remember when Umps strolled around in some short, skimpy, sexy lingerie.
Wasn't even his, you will know.
I'll admit I was very roused when I saw that. The Chris and Sam showdown, proper bitch fight.
That was great.
We'll let you decide who won.
And Jake Hobson for simply getting laid. Yeah, you heard that right. And thinking he had AIDS because he felt achy. Also, Hayden Fox pissing in Adam Dolan's drink was mentioned, which still remains to this day one of the best kept secrets known to man.
I didn't know about that.
But the winner, receiving 3 times more vote than any other night, is a task paid for everybody's Sambuca in control, thanks to Neil.
So we'll raise a glass to Neil, and we'll see him there.
Now, can we please raise a glass?
Yes.
And welcome to the stage, soon to be 21-year-old Sam Meacham.
I don't know what you heard about me, but if this can't get a dollar out of me, no Cadillac, no girls you can't see, then I'm a motherfucking P.I.M.P. I don't know what you heard about me, but if this can't get a dollar out of me, no Cadillac, no girls
Right,
you can't see.
I really need a wee, so I'm going to try this. I'm going to keep this as short as I can. But first off, I thought about my speech for quite some time, but to be honest, I couldn't really decide what to speak about until it hit me. That was that there's been one person who has made an incredible impact on my life. One person. This person has made me laugh, angry, and even made me wish they'd shut the fuck up. You just know when they walk into a room, you can point a bit of banter in their direction and it throws them straight back at you. They walked into my life as if they had known me since birth. They walked into our home as if it were their own. They used our electricity, water, and warmth, and I'm speaking to quite a few of you here, as if it were their own. And they didn't pay a single fucking penny for it. They've invaded our bedrooms, and either slept in our beds, or stood there and yapped on for so long you wished you had never met them. In fact, it doesn't matter where you are. They talk for so long and always about the most pointless shit. You just wish they'd shut the fuck up. Actually, you know what? This person isn't even that great. They're pretty fucking rude. Wait, I just dropped it. And for the record, they're shit at banter as well. But that's why we love them. And that's why we tease them. Because they're so oblivious to just how much of a big annoying cunt they are. And no, I'm not talking about Phil Dawes. So without further ado, I'd like to raise a glass, even though I left it on the floor, to Jake Hobson for being a big annoying cunt and our favourite victim. Thanks, Jake.
Right, that's pretty much all the awards done. So I'm just going to say a few words myself. Get it out. Well, within our group, new people have come, and all faces have stayed, unfortunately. But there's a certain few highlights that we've all taken part in. Firstly, we all remember the bench ball when pretty much we were all paralytic the morning after we'd gone out, and we still somehow played. The incident of Claire appearing round, which I don't wish to relive. And obviously the Komodo dragon that somehow appeared in the front room, and everyone convinced me that somehow purchased it from Tyrannosaurus Pets opposite Eva.
That were all the best friends.
Another highlight for me is getting mugged of a McDonald's. Yes, literally of a McDonald's out of my mouth.
Still bitter about
Not just your own, mine not.
And a massive highlight for us all, many of us in here, the first year Champions League final in Deck's room, where Jamie didn't have any ID and he somehow found out that it was in McDonald's. So the chance of Jamie's coming out were ringing through the halls for many hours. And of course, Umps and Deck for dancing to Joseph on several occasions. But I think one of the highlights for me is the formation of the Harriers and the Iron Curtain, and waiting to see the girls go in for the embarrassing celebrations, especially Greavesy. Got his testicles out on many occasions. So that is it from me. But as a landmark time in our lives, if you all cast your eye over the TV and reminisce over the last 3 years, there's a little video for us all to watch. Yep.
I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions.
Feel the rain on your skin, no one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drown yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins,
the rest is still unwritten.
I break tradition, and sometimes my tries are outside the lines. Whoa, and we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin.
No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins,
the rest is still unwritten.
The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find.
Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is
where your book begins.
Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins.
The rest is still unwritten.
Oh, unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoo some memories in dead skin on trial. But for what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. But today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. And by now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. Well, I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. A backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. Well, I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. In all the roads we have to walk on winding, in all the lights that lead us there are blinding. And there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. And I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you're not to do. Well, I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. Oh, there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. And I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. Oh, and I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me. You're gonna be the one that saves me.
That will be available on DVD if you want them. If you don't,
I think we can all agree that's a beautiful montage of some pretty horrific looking photos. And that draws an end to the LadPad Awards 2014. Me and James would like to thank you all for coming and for your attendance, and wish you all a good night.
To the toilet! I'm gonna go to the bush.